Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, I just did a video about the shooting at Club Q, the gay club in Colorado Springs, and I was putting it up, and of course I had limited ad revenue on it, and I just was really aware of the fact that it's already being censored before I even get it out. I have a tiny channel anyway, so no one will be seeing it, but I at least wanted to say something, and it just makes me really aware of how much of a uphill battle we're sort of fighting at the moment to maintain gay rights and civil rights, and because we have made some advances in the last couple of decades, in the last few years, but ever since you know who, things have been maybe not rolling backwards, but people are trying to roll things backwards and making a real attempt. And ever since the Don't Say Gay bill and all of that in Florida, people, conservatives, right wings, people have been making a real attempt to rebrand gay rights and gay civil rights as grooming because of the association with that word and pedophilia, because that's what that term really was sort of used for. It was to mean people who would manipulate and train children to be susceptible to abuse and to get away with it, because these people aren't these stereotypical monsters who jump out of bushes. They're people who worm their way into people's lives and manipulate people, and that's how they get away with it. And that has been called grooming. And to make that association, you make that association with that word, and when you start calling gay people and allies and drag queens and people fighting for gay rights, and you start calling them groomers, you're automatically making that association in people's heads. And it's like they're trying to rebrand this, the gay civil rights as a grooming and make that association and sabotage us basically. And it's really disturbing to see people like apparently this guy Tim Pool, who I saw Cenk going off about on the Young Turks. He was basically saying that this shooting happened because the club was holding a grooming event, which basically meant there was a drag queen doing a drag show. And they're vilifying drag queens, they're vilifying gay people and gay artists and teachers and just anyone. They're just trying to vilify us all and scare people into thinking that somehow we are going to do something that's going to hurt people in their life, their children are, we don't have any agenda. We don't have any, we just want to live our lives, and we have nothing to do with that. But we get associated with that, and that gets put on us because people who believe that we are perverts think that they're all the same. And they either really believe that, or they know if they make that association, they can, hurt us. And some people are just using this for political reasons. They, are doing it to scare people or trigger people, or they know people already believe this and they can get those people on their side and get them to support their agenda and everything. And that's just evil, because while they're doing that, they're taking attention away from the real problem. And people who are actually trying to groom children, no one's paying attention to them. No one's even looking in a way that they would find those people, because they're being brainwashed into thinking that it's the drag queen, down the street with green hair, or the goth kid who doesn't identify as the gender they were born with or whatever. They're looking at us. They think it's like I think part of it is there's a real anxiety because it's so hard to find real groomers. They are insidious, and it's so much easier for these people to think, oh, it's those easily to spot identifiable people. If we just can get rid of them, then we'll be safe, and we don't have to deal with the real problem that these people are in our churches and our organisations. And sometimes they're in our families, and that's the real threat. But that people want denial and a scapegoat, and these people are handing them us on a platter, and people seem to be falling for it. And apparently this guy walked into this club and shot these people and killed these people because he believed that these drag queens were part of this other problem, because of this is what we're gathering. It's not clear at the moment exactly what his motivations were, but that is what people at least are assuming and promoting and supporting. And it's disturbing to see people basically saying that, you know, it's our fault because we are bad people, we're doing bad things, and, you know, we have to be dealt with by, you know, the good moral people. So it's all very disturbing, and I just wanted to say something about it. I needed to have some YouTube therapy and voice it. Put the video out there even if no one sees it. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.